What is good, YouTube? We're getting right into it. We're doing a number 3 on top, cutting down the hair. My client right here was growing out his hair, but he got sick of it. He's like, we gotta chop it down. So once he told me that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a quick video on how to do faster fades. I saw Astro post a video. He did a 30-minute fade, and I thought, you know, this is a great opportunity to challenge myself. He didn't personally make this a challenge to anyone, but usually I do, you know, hour haircuts, hour 15. But I want to kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit and do something different. So I decided to do this challenge. Ended up taking about 25 minutes to do the haircut from start to finish, but the fade took me about 20 minutes to do. So we start off with a 3 on top, got everything down nice and even, and then we're gonna get straight into the fade. All right. So we're starting off with the bald guideline first. I went ahead and just sketched it in. I'm actually surprised I didn't do it the other way. I usually flip the trimmer on and scoop out because that helps with not creating too arcs of a guideline and you move a little bit quicker. But right here I just dabbed it in. I'm leaving all that extra hair on the bottom to come back and clean up later just because it saves time. But this is on how to do a faster fade, how to do a fade in under 30 minutes, 20 minutes. So I'm just putting that guideline in real quick. After that, we're taking our fast feeds, topaz. These are the topazes, but I'm making about an inch guideline with no guard. I'm just taking that all the way almost to the back. I'm gonna break it up in 3 sections just so you guys could really see it. If this wasn't a real setting, I would be going all the way around the head. And after that, I'm taking my clipper over comb and I'm just, you know, knocking down the little hairs. Not gonna cut too much, but this is just keeping the shape, making sure everything stays squared and I have something to blend into. All right, so quickly just do that. And then next we're going to grab our 1 guard open, and I'm using my Wahl 1919s, but it does have the Andis master blade on there that I got from Filthy Blends, so that's why I can put those double magnetic guards on there. And I'm just fading into that clipper over comb. And why I do like this modification on this clipper is because I could go back and forth between my fast feeds and this clipper, except this one's cordless and the other one is wired. And I just love the cordless because I have, you know, freedom and I can move around a lot easier. So then after that, we're gonna go ahead and grab our 0 guard open and just fade out that last line right there. So if you guys do want to get this modification on your clipper, because a lot of people do ask me, hit up Filthy Blends. I'll put his link down below. Don't DM him, just go to his website. He's got all the information on there. If he's out of stock, he's out of stock. He will restock up when, you know, time comes. But I'll go ahead and leave that down in the description because these things are game changers. And after that, I'm gonna go back to my topazes or fast feeds and I'm gonna blend out that very bottom line. And the reason why I switch over to the fast feeds is because it's a slower motor, cuts a lot, it's more forgiving, doesn't cut as much hair. So I could really detail and pick out the dark spots and get a more even blend. And it's just gonna come out a lot nicer. And I'm just working from blade open and slowly closing it until that line disappears. And this is all real time right here. So whenever I'm talking, it'll be real time, and then whenever I'm not talking, it'll just be sped up, usually about 2 times the normal speed. So, you know, you're moving and you're working because you're trying to get this client out as soon as possible because you got somewhere to be. If you guys do like the beat as well that I've been playing in my videos, make sure to go follow my cousin on Instagram, Timothy Nursey, or it's T Nursey. I'll have him down below. He's been dropping beats, he's been making content, so go support the boy. He's truly talented. So go check him out, alright? Next, we're moving on. We're just edging him up. He doesn't get a full line up. He doesn't like the full line up. He just likes the edges to be, you know, sharp and nice and cleaned up. So that's why I just kind of go ahead and edge them up real quick. I could tell on that side it's not perfectly straight, but I'll go back and fix it. This is just all a rough draft. Just try and, you know, knock it out quick. And then I'll come back and, you know, do the details, do the final looks. Now we're balding him out on this side. And I'm just doing it right here just because, you know, he's all done. This side's all done. If it was like in a real shop setting and I wasn't recording, I would have done it around the whole head because I would have done the fade completely all around. But I'm just showing you guys so you guys could see it 3 different times on how I faded, my techniques. I could walk you guys through it, and it's, you know, repetition is key. So if I could show you guys 3 different times, that'll be a lot more useful and more beneficial for you guys compared to just doing it one time all around the head. It's better to do all around the head at one time because you get more consistency, because you're keeping the guidelines the same, everything's, you know, exactly the same, especially if you're a beginner and you're starting off. If you have been cutting for a while, then you know what you're doing, and you know your clients' heads and things like that. And we're taking our braun shaver, shaving them off, going pretty much up to that guideline. But as I come up, flicking out. So actually something happened on the other side. Once we get there, I'll talk to you guys about it, but something did happen, so stay tuned. And this is all live, so I recorded the whole haircut. As you can tell, I'm moving my tripod around, moving everything around, so you guys can see that I wasn't editing anything out, and that this is all just, you know, live, straight, moving the camera as I'm moving the head. So now, you know, starting with the blade completely open, making our next guideline. And then after this, after I do my clip over comb, I noticed that my camera stopped recording, and I did the 1 guard and the 0 guard. So what I did, just to be fair, I went over it just so you guys can see what I was doing, but I also knocked time off. You guys will see that the time gets knocked down, and that was just to be, you know, consistent and fair to you guys. And how I determined that was however long it took me on the other side to do the 1 guard and the 0 guard is what I took off from this side. So I think it took me about, see right here, it just happened. I just kind of went off what I did, and then I'm going to go into the 1 guard open right here. So after this, but you can already see the fades kind of already blended in. But took my 1 guard, same thing, blend into that clipper over comb. And I did and the time that I took off was about, I think it was about 2.5 minutes, took me on the other side. So that's what pretty much is going to be taken off over here. It might be a little bit different because I'm going to be speeding up the time or speeding up the video in certain places. So, but now I'm doing the 0 guard, open to close, and I'm just gonna blend out that bottom line. So if numbers are off, that's why. I messed up. Well, I didn't mess up, my camera just ended up stopped recording. But like I said, this is, you know, quick fade, how to do a fast fade. Because sometimes, you know, your clients come in your chair and they're sitting in your chair and they're like for example, one time, one guy booked an appointment with me. First time booking with me, I believe it was like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. he booked an appointment. And usually, like I said, I take an hour on haircuts. He comes in, sits down, he's like, hey man, I gotta be in Modesto by 10 o'clock. So let's say his appointment was at 9 a.m. and he's like, I gotta be in Modesto by 10. So I live in Turlock, California, and Modesto, California, around 9-10 o'clock, takes about 20 to 30 minutes to get there. So I was like, damn bro, like, did you not know I take hours on, like, an hour on a haircut? Like, that's tough. You're putting me in. I mean, I didn't say this, I was just thinking this in my head. I was like, yeah, for sure, I got you. So he sat in my chair, and I just, you know, went to this technique. He just wanted taper, so it was a little bit easier as well. Tapers, I feel like, take a little bit less time. Plus, if, you know, you're just fading into the hair. So knocked him out real quick. Gave him, so I didn't sacrifice, you know, the quality of the haircut. Haircut still comes out clean. I'm not gonna let the client leave unless it's up to my satisfaction. So haircut was clean. I did the taper, gave him a crispy edge up because he wanted his edge up crispy. And I got him out by like 9:34. So by the time he got in his car, drove, you know, it gave him about 26 minutes. So I mean, that's not my responsibility. That's not on me. I could have taken the whole hour, but just to, you know, have clients come back and understand that you appreciate them and that you're gonna do what you need for them, I had to, you know, get him out in 30 minutes or less so that he could go, you know, make it to his job or whatever it was. And techniques like this helps you get out of your comfort zone, helps you deal with any situation that comes into your chair. And that's the type of barber I want to be. I want someone, if they come in my chair and they want a design, I could give them a design, even though I don't do design work and my design work is trash. But I'm still working on it. You know, each time they come in, I try getting better and better. You know, I want to eventually get into color as well, so that if someone comes in and wants color done, I could give them, you know, a color. So that's the type of barber that everyone should strive to be, getting better and better each time. And now we're just doing detail work, and you can tell that fade's coming out blurry. There are some lines here and there, but it's looking blurry, honestly. Balding them out, looking clean. And like I said, this is just a rough draft. I'm gonna come back in detail a little bit later, but this is just be quick, knock it out, so that, you know, it's been 10-15 minutes and the fade's completely done. Now you're like, okay, now I got another 5-10 minutes to line up, bald out, do some detail work, so he's out of there by 20-25 minutes. Get a subscribe and a like for my boy Juan in the back. He's just vibing in the back. Look at him. There he goes. Yup. Let's get a like and a subscribe for my boy Juan. Comment down below. Say Juanito. And here we're going. We're doing some detail work. Make sure that blend looks flawless, picture perfect. After this, we're going to move on to the back. Now we're moving on to the back. And when you move on to the back, when you do it like this, it kind of helps. So first I'm going to go ahead and just reball them out where I started, just to make sure it's all nice and clean. You can tell it was a little bit uneven, wasn't too perfect. So I just went back, took a couple seconds to do that and just make it even. Make sure, you know, it's just on my own self, you know, I feel clean. I know where I'm starting. So that's why I did that. But it's gonna be the same process, same steps. You know, blade open, clipper over comb to get the shape, one guard open, one guard closed, zero guard open, zero guard closed, and just blend out that bottom line. And you're gonna see it. And the back you could go up a little bit more usually too, because it is more dense and darker usually in the back, and plus you have divots sometimes in people's heads, so make sure to go up a little bit more. But since we did the sides first, you could kind of see how the fade is going from the side to the back, and you can just follow that. All right. Now we're moving to balding him out, and I'm gonna hit him, bald him out with the trimmers, and then we're gonna go over with the shavers, and that's pretty much the cut. 20-minute fade. You guys got to see it. It's all live. Didn't edit anything out besides the part that I told you guys about, but I also deducted time from it. So I challenge you guys to do something like this, whatever it could be. You know, if it's shear work, challenge yourself when it comes to shear work. I know right now we can't because, you know, we're quarantined, the whole coronavirus, but if you do cut in your garage or you still cutting, go ahead and challenge yourself, whether it's shear work, beard work, faster fades, but don't sacrifice quality and good work. You know, do what you can at a fast rate, but still doing a good quality cut or good quality scissor work or good quality beard work. Never sacrifice quality, because the more reps you do, the quicker you'll get. If you told me to do this about a year ago, I probably could have maybe done it, but would have been as clean or as good? Probably not. But the more reps you put in, the more you invest in yourself and in your craft, eventually you will get there. It just takes time. Just be patient, be consistent, and just let time play out. And just enjoy the process too, because you look back a year later at where you've came, and it's such a blessing and grateful feeling to just be there, like, damn, like I was there and now look where I'm at, or look how far you've came. So just always push yourself, because the more hard work you do, the more satisfying and more rewarding it will be in the end. So we're just balding him out right here, and that's pretty much going to be it. Also, even though this was a 20-minute fade, 25-minute haircut, I still managed to keep my client clean, to keep him comfortable. Didn't have hair all over his face, all over his neck. He was still clean. So take time to take care of your clients as well. So right here I'm just doing some scissor over comb work, just making some fine details, making sure everything's even, getting those dark spots. I love scissor over comb. It's like you really pick out everything, and I just enjoy it. It's nice, get a nice gradual blend. It's not too harsh. I'm just gonna go over the top one more time, make sure everything's even, make sure he's got the most perfect haircut. So now what I'm doing here is I grabbed a comb and I'm picking up the hair and running the clipper right behind it. So what it's doing is lifting the hair up, and then the clipper is coming in and getting all that excess hair. So it's making sure it's even and as perfect of a haircut that you could get it to be. So that's a little tip and trick that you guys could use. Now we're just edging him up real quick with a razor. This honestly is personally, now it's been my new favorite razor. It's the Turkish razor. I got some dropping on my website soon. It's almost up. I love it the most because it's super light when you first get your hands on it compared to other razors, and it's super thin. So it's great for precision work. It's great for detailing. It's great for beard work, for edge ups. It's super thin, and you can get really precise and detailed. And I got those dropping out too. I got other razors I'll be dropping out as well. I found that one from Jesse Elite at first. He's the one who kind of got me on it. But I really enjoy that razor. That's become my new favorite razor. So I'm gonna stay tuned and check out my website. Now we're just doing some extra detail work, clip over comb, real quick, just kind of fine tuning it, make sure it's flawless, make sure it's perfect. And my dude's ready. 20-minute cut. I wish I recorded the part of showing him after, because he was impressed. He was like, damn, it's all right. But look at that angle right there, that looks blurry. But now just putting some talc on, clean off the bottom, make sure the fade pops just a little bit more. It just adds that transition from skin to bald, or from skin to stubble. And that's the end cut, YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed that 20-minute fade. Hope you guys learned something from it. I challenge you guys as well to do it. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and I got a lot more content coming, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. All right, catch you guys on the next one.